It is not potential life, but it is life with potential. I think there's so many people out there that just don't even know that this is a great opportunity to go on this journey. We got to get the word out about embryo adoption. There are just so many couples that just don't know what to do with their embryos, and they have many frozen, and if they don't do something, they're going to stay frozen forever. We decided to go through with in vitro fertilization, but before we did that, we really felt a moral responsibility as to if we came up with many embryos, what we were going to need to do with them.
And fortunately, we had a lot of fertilized embryos. You know, she responded really well to all the infertility treatments, so we were just blessed with an abundance. And once we were faced with that decision, it was pretty clear that we should be able to help somebody that might be having trouble conceiving.
We got a couple of profiles of different families before we got the spores profile, and one of them wanted to be anonymous. We did not want to be an anonymous family. When we got the spores profile, they just seemed like, you know, as much as you could tell from paper, they seemed like the perfect couple.
I kept expecting to find some catch or some loophole or some aspect to it that wouldn't work for us, that it might be too good to be true, and there was something that was going to pop up that would all of a sudden be a deal breaker. And there wasn't.
It was like all these gears just fit together amazingly.
All of these children are God's children. None of them belong to me. God puts them in our care so that we take care of them. It was on my heart, just a nagging, we've got to do something and do it right away, because I don't want these babies frozen. I don't want them cold for so long, you know. And so we basically just really needed to move forward with, you know, with that decision. Put together tons of pictures, like a scrapbook type thing, so that, you know, whoever was going to be choosing our embryos would be able to see exactly who we are, what we look like, pictures of our first daughter, you know, all of those things. So it was kind of a bit of work on our part, but it was so worth it in the long run, because we really feel that those two boys went to just a fantastic family.
You kind of need to make your decisions based on the paperwork you're given, and you know, you almost kind of have to just give it up and trust in God that it's going to be the right decision.
Almost too good to be true, you know, that this beautiful, loving family could be willing to, you know, help us out in this process. So
these two people that were growing and developing inside of my wife, knowing that we were able to, we had already adopted them.
Pregnancy, the wonderful experience of feeling them grow and move inside of you, and, you know, just knowing that I had life growing inside of me was just a miracle. Dream come true. So, and then, you know, we had an early birth. They were a little premature, but they were healthy. They didn't need oxygen. They just needed to grow and learn to eat, and they were there. And they were alive and breathing.
Beautiful.
They set up a website for us, so we can go to their website anytime and look at pictures of the boys and video and all that kind of stuff. And they've been in contact with us to where, you know, we email each other all the time. So honestly, we felt like we knew them already. I mean, when we met, it was just finally that physical hug, cry, you know, type thing. But we really felt so connected to them.
And these children get to experience the love and the support and the hopes and dreams of more people than they would have otherwise.
I didn't realize how much of a blessing it would be for me to be able to give something away that is the ultimate thing to give. And it truly has enriched and enhanced my life. I mean, I think it has made me a better person, and just to be able to give something away like that. And in terms of embryo adoption, I just think it is just a wonderful choice.
It's really hard. It is really hard to put into words how I feel about Jennifer and Jason. They're obviously incredibly giving and unselfish people. For me, who never had the chance to have the experience of having extra embryos, more than enough embryos to build my family, their gift to us is just beyond measure. I adore them. I'm so thankful for them. They are strong. They are stronger people than I think I've ever met before. They've touched so many lives that they don't even know that they've touched, and I just think they're amazing. I think Jennifer and Jason are amazing people.
Embryo donation and adoption. Share the hope. Learn more at embryoadoption.org.